Good evening, I'm Bo Williams and welcome to the 7. Let's get a look at the Big 7 stories right now. Topping the list for us, a Harrogate family is left picking up the pieces today after their barn burned down last week. Now the family telling us their father, who owns the barn, has lost his livelihood. Now while they are still waiting on insurance to assess the damage, the entire barn went up in flames. They say they believe this started from a John Deere tractor they had parked in the barn that caught fire and then engulfing the entire barn. And this is not the first time, we should point out, that they have had to deal with something like this. Back in 2011, a chimney fire that started in their home ended up destroying their entire property. And now they are left rebuilding once again.
It's bad. The first time was bad enough when you pull up and see it's all gone. But when you actually have to stand there and watch it burn and can't do nothing, it's a little bit different. It's a little bit harder, because you're helpless. There's just nothing you can do.
This time their house was spared, besides some of the siding being damaged. Now the family says they have received an outpouring of support since the fire, and none of their horses or family members were injured in the blaze. Speaking of fires, we are nearing burn season and annual wildfire season. Today's 6 News is on your side with safety tips and what you need to know about open burning. If you're going to have an open fire, you are required to have a burn permit. Now, you should never leave the flames unattended and always have a water hose and tools nearby. There are rules to keep you, your home, and your neighbors safe. Tennessee rules require a bare soil fire break, a manageable pile, and full extinguishment by the end of the day. Only burn natural brush and no garbage or construction debris. Now, Rural Metro shares with 6 News it's suggested to not burn on windy days and avoid burning leaves if possible. The fire department recommends making your home fire-wise this season.
Push the vegetation away from your house, mulch, things of that nature, bushes that are out of control, that are really, really big, up next to your wood siding house. It's probably not a good idea because that bush or that vegetation could catch fire and then easily catch your house on fire, which is what happened in Gatlinburg in the spread of the wildfires.
You know, Bagwell says that the year before last, Rural Metro responded to a high number of wildfires, followed by a similarly active fire season last year. It's a trend the department is hoping to avoid moving forward by following these rules and safety tips. And with fire season starting next week, Tennessee Division of Forestry is making sure volunteer fire departments are prepared to fight wildfires. The state is accepting applications for wildland fire suppression kits. Those kits include personal protective equipment and other tools required to fight wildfires. Tennessee averages about 1,000 wildfires per year that burn about 18,000 acres. The growth in the state is making the problem worse as more people now move along the edges of wildlands.
Put people's homes and properties and lives and community infrastructure at risk. And so that's where we work with typically the volunteer fire departments and the fire departments to tackle those things, to do training ahead of time, to work with them so that they're familiar with how to fight wildfires, because it is different from structural firefighting, and make sure that we can operate together as needed and equip them for that.
Volunteer fire departments have until October 31st to apply to receive a wildland fire suppression kit. The kits, by the way, are worth around $3,000 each, paid for by a federal grant. Last year, the state distributed kits to 85 volunteer fire departments in Tennessee. Next on the 7, tonight a Knoxville teen facing felony charges after a hit and run seriously injured a pedestrian. Police say 19-year-old Antoine Hartzell was behind the wheel of a car that struck a 37-year-old man last night near High School and Minnesota Avenues. That's in North Knoxville. The victim was reportedly crossing the street when he was hit and thrown nearly 30 feet before landing in the road. He was rushed to UT Medical Center with a traumatic head injury. Investigators used surveillance video and license plate readers to track the car to an address in Oak Ridge where Hartzell was arrested. Now, officers say the car had damage consistent with the crash. Hartzell is charged with aggravated assault and leaving the scene of an accident. Next on the 7 tonight, a man is arrested in Hawkins County after a fatal shooting that happened Wednesday. Earlier today, the Hawkins County Sheriff's Office announced that Christopher Mullins was arrested in connection with the shooting. Yesterday morning, a shooting was reported in the New Canton community where responding deputies found 55-year-old Jerry Michael Davidson dead at the scene. This investigation is still ongoing tonight. And tonight, one of the biggest railroad companies in the country making a stop here in Knoxville to help first responders be better prepared for incidents along railways. Norfolk Southern hosted the training on its safety train after it pulled into the rail yard here in Knoxville. Company says it's all part of its Operation Awareness and Response program that launched back in 2015. That program hopes to strengthen relationships between first responders and railway workers across Norfolk Southern's 22-state network.
Railroad ships hazmat with 99.997% safety, but in the event of one of those low-frequency events, we want to make sure that we establish those relationships, working together to solve that situation safely and efficiently.
You know, he goes on to say that the safety train allows first responders to get the most immersive experience possible, so they know what these trains look like, how they work, and how to safely deal with them in case of an emergency. Tonight, Governor Lee calling his school voucher program diverse. This just days after a new report showed most of the vouchers went to families in wealthy counties. Governor claims this was expected since half the vouchers were assigned to families with incomes of less than $173,000 a year. The remaining school vouchers went to families with unlimited incomes. The governor added income-limited applications are prioritized.
We want to make sure that all Tennesseans have access. It's widely used in the vast majority of counties across the state. The kind of diversity that we want in the types of families applying for these scholarships, that's exactly what we want to happen.
40,000 families applied for 20,000 vouchers. The governor hopes to expand the program next year.